What's up, everybody? It's Tyler coming into you live and direct with the series that I just made. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. I started this video outside and it deleted somehow, which is weird because the last one I made, when my phone died, it didn't delete, but that one did, so maybe it wasn't meant to be seen. So we're gonna do another one, starting from fresh. What I was talking about was about awareness. Reason we need to be aware is because when we're doing things that someone doesn't like, it's like communication in a relationship. When we're doing something that we don't, or that someone doesn't like, and they don't express that to us, if we're not self-aware that what we're doing is wrong, we're going to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Feeling as if we're the exception. You know what I mean? That's a big problem for me. I deal with feeling like I'm the exception. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and again and expecting a different result. So what they're meaning by that is like feeling like the exception, how I feel a lot of times. But it's okay to feel that way. You know what I mean? It's about progress, not perfection. No one's perfect. No one's going to be perfect. And that's just the facts of the matter. It's the way it is. As long as we keep doing the next right thing for the next right reason and keep doing what we're supposed to be doing in order to better ourselves, that's all. I mean, that's all we can do. You know what I mean? We don't have to be perfect. No one's perfect. The fact that you have a perfect person in your life, they may be perfect to you, but maybe someone else has a different perspective on that. You know, world's based on a lot of different perceptions on things. How you are, who you are as a person, you know, how you treat people, shit like that, man. But at the end of the day, it's about awareness. You have to be aware of what you're doing and if what you're doing is right or wrong. So for one, like, you want to check your motives in every situation. If I got bad motives going into something, I don't need to be doing it. You know what I mean? There's a reason why that I have a bad motive of that situation. It being said, you know, I've done that a lot. You know, I'm not perfect, man. I make mistakes every day. I sin every day. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. But I try. And I check my motives in every situation. If I'm trying to gain something from it, whether it be positive or negative, you know, maybe I might need to sit back and not just try to gain something, but actually have a sense of awareness, you know, because if we're not aware of us doing something wrong, what are we going to do? We're going to keep doing it, right? So we got to be mindful of people, places, and things. If we're not, then people, places, and things could cause us to do some stupid shit. That being said, you know, I always try to check my motives and everything. If I don't check my motives, I could be going about something the wrong way and not even be aware of it. You know, awareness is key, like, for real. Like, you know, that's like the first step into actually bettering ourselves. Because if we're not aware of it, like I said, we're just going to keep doing it. And insanity is what? It's doing the same thing over and over and again, expecting a different result. So let's say I'm in a relationship, okay? I piss my girl off. And if she doesn't communicate that with me, I may keep doing that because I'm not aware. So we got to have a sense of awareness about things, you know what I mean? People mess up, man. We're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. But as long as we're doing the next right thing for the next right reason and trying to better ourselves, that's all that matters at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You got to keep your side of the street clean. You know what that means? One of my counselors did a real good thing with me, man. It was like a, what do they call that? It was like an example for the people, you know, in the room, like my peers. Kind of like a role play, shall we say. Okay. So she said, okay, we was talking about hurting people. Who all have you hurt? Okay, you got a mom, a sister, and a grandmother. Okay, so she goes to the bookshelf. She grabs 3 big books, sets them in my hands. Okay, what else? I'm like, shoot. I'm sure I've hurt a lot of women in the past, you know, being in relationships and shit. She said, okay, well, went and grabbed 10 books off the shelf. She said, you've been in with at least 10 bad relationships, right? She said, probably 20. But yeah, 10 are fine. Puts 10 books on top of the 3. I got 13 in my hands. She's like, okay, what else? I'm like, you know what I mean? I just start naming people, man, like friends, family, you know. There's people that I've hurt along the ways. and like pretty much baggage, okay? So she keeps going to the bookshelf, right? Lo and behold, she's just grabbing books. She's stacking these up. Finally, my arms are full. I can't hold no more in my arms. So she starts putting this shit around my feet, okay? And by the end of the thing, when it was over with, dude, I had probably 50 books around me at my feet and probably 20 of them in my arms, okay? It's getting heavy, ain't it? Yeah. It's a lot of baggage that you're carrying around, you know what I mean? A lot of resentments. A lot of things. Weight on my shoulders that I've been dragging along with me and carrying with me everywhere I've went. And it's irrelevant, man. It's relevant because when you carry baggage, man, you can see that on somebody's face. It takes their high, good level energy and takes it down to a low, negative level of energy. And energy's a big thing, man. I'm an extrovert, so like people feed off of my energy, you know what I mean? I'm a very open person, man. I have nothing to hide anymore. I'm very open. I tell people, I'm sorry, I'm so blunt, you can smoke me. You know, don't ask me something if you don't want to know the answer, because I'm going to give it to you straight and real, as I see it. You know, my real and your real may be two different things. I don't know. Usually it's not, but it may be. You know, like when somebody says something to me and it strikes something inside of me, there's a reason why I felt some type of way about whatever it is they said. Because nobody can make me feel a certain way. Like, we can't look for happiness through somebody else, because someone else can't make us happy. Only we can. See what I'm saying? And that shit's real deep, too. Like, you got to be aware of that. You got to understand that I cannot look for happiness in a female. Vice versa. If you're a female, you cannot look for happiness in a male. Baby, he's not going to make you happy. You have to make you happy. He might add to your happiness, you know, and co-sign that, but he's not going to make you happy. And vice versa for you men out there. She's not going to make you happy, bro. I've tried this. I've tried time and time again to get into relationships to make myself feel better as a man, because I couldn't do it on my own. And it's made me miserable, man. It really has. Nothing good has come of it, let's say. But back to awareness, man. You got to have that sense of clarity in your life. You got to know really what's right and what's wrong. And you got to always check your motives, man. There's two things in life, like I always say, man. There's lessons and blessings. Sometimes you get blessed with them both. You know, anything that I've ever learned has been the hard way. I've had to really get hurt in order to learn from something. I'm not your everyday learner. I'm a hands-on type of dude, and that's just the way I am. But I'm grateful and I'm blessed, man. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be able to share with you guys. I'm glad to be able to get open and real and deep on a different level, as to where it helps me, man, to be able to get on here and share about myself and like shit that I've been through, because I know that it's helping somebody out there that may be watching. And that means the world to me, man. That means a lot, man, because people seem to forget really what this is all about, man, and the beauty of it. You know, this shit's real out here, man. People are dying, dude. And it's just a shame, man. It's real sad, man. And I would love to just get a hold of everybody and Bart Simpson them and shake them into shape, man. But I can't. I got to realize, man, people are going to be where they're at, and I got to leave them where they're at. I can love them from a distance, but if I get into their lives and try to fix them, they're going to bring me down with them, because they may not be ready. You know what I mean? You got to make sure that you are ready, man. Like, you got to be ready and willing. Open-mindedness, willingness, and honesty. 3 main things to get through shit, man. You got to be, for one, honest with yourself and with others, but mainly with yourself. You got to be open-minded to the fact of being teachable and learning new things. Because what? If we ain't teachable, what are we? If we're not teachable, are we going to learn anything? If we're not open-minded, are we even going to hear what the other person's saying? Fuck no. How are you going to hear what somebody's saying if you're just sitting there trying to say that somebody's talking to you? If you're sitting there thinking about what you're going to say back to them, how the fuck are you going to learn what the hell it is that they're saying to you? You know what I mean? What if you missed the miracle just in what they say because you're too busy thinking about what you're going to say back? Man, stop listening to respond. Listen to hear what the other person's saying, man. Take the time out of your day to actually freaking just have a good communication with somebody. You know what I mean? We need that in our lives, man. It's all about communication these days. There is none. It's so horrible, man. These damn smartphones and all this other bullshit that everybody's out there. You know, oh, head sucking the phone. Oh, she liked my picture. So sweet, man. That's garbage, man. Think about life before cell phones. How good it was, man, and how much relationship and bondage there was. You know what I mean? Now it's like this, okay? We're trying, but we're not bonding, you know what I mean? There's cracks all in everywhere. There's cracks, okay? Negative energies coming through these cracks, you know what I mean? We're not bonding. You get that bondage, that real love, there's nothing that can break that or get into it. You see, there's no cracks or holes. It's sealed. It's completely covered. There's no way in, you know? Man, we need that bondage back, man. That bondage. That's what we need, man. As a people, we need bondage. You know, we got to get one with our communities, man. There's a thing that a friend of mine does. It's called Slim, okay? She named it after a man that had been through the kind of the same life that I had, okay? And what Slim stands for is, this was his name, but what it stands for is saving lives in ministry. It's a beautiful thing, man. It really is. I'm going to go to be a part of it when I get out, and it's going to be great, man. It really is. As y'all know, I'm in rehab now, getting my life back together, and I'm doing the sober thing, man. And at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing, man. Like, it sucked at first, you know, to really sit here and say, I can never use again. If I want a good life, I can never use again. You know, that's scary. It is, man. How am I going to deal with my feelings and my emotions now without numbing myself? You know, I actually have to feel today, dude. I've been crying. Like, it's every time I watch a movie, like a drama or like a romance or some type of, you know, happy ending movie, I'm crying. You know, I cried on fucking Battleship, dude. Like, really? What the fuck? Like, it's just crazy, man, but it's real. Like, we can feel today. That's a blessing. It's a beautiful thing. I am blessed and glad that I can feel today, that I have feelings that I can express. You know, they say, oh, don't cry, you gotta be a tough dude. Man, real men cry, bro. It takes a real man to cry in front of another one, too, bro. That is some powerful shit. When I see another man cry, I just want to get up and hug him, man. Like, dude, it's gonna be alright, man. You're gonna make it, though. Whether you gotta take it, I don't care if you gotta take it. You see, you have to take it day by day, but I don't care if you gotta take it hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second. As long as you do it, and it gets you through, do it, man. Whatever it takes to where you don't fuck up again or mess up. Whatever it is you're trying to fix. I'm not even just talking about addiction here. I'm talking about this life in general. Now, I want to deal with people, man. Branch out a little bit. Get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable, man. And that's just the fact of the matter. Sometimes we got to get a little humility in order to humble ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this shit is real out here, man. Like, people got to understand, dude. We got to take a hold of whatever it is that we're dealing with and struggling with, man. Today, I challenge y'all to just take a hold of whatever it is that's got you stuck and just in bondage, man. See, bondage can be a good thing, but also it can be a bad, man. Bondage can bring you down when you're stuck in bondage of addiction, when you're stuck in bondage of depression, when you're stuck in bondage of some type of mental illness that is draining you of all the good energy that you have. Man, let go of that shit, man. Make amends to it. Amends is for you. Forgiving somebody else for you, for the sake of what makes you happy inside. You know, letting it go. If it helps you move on with your life, so be it, man. Maybe they're going to be mad. Maybe they're going to be upset. Maybe they're going to be sad. Maybe they're going to not like you no more. Who cares, man? Let it go and do it for you. Because you, at the end of the day, is going to have your back. You're the only person that you're going to be stuck with at the end of the day. It ain't going to be no one else around. It's going to be you with you. Who you go to sleep with at night. Maybe your significant other, but what if she falls asleep before you? Then it's just you and your own. You know what I mean? We got to have each other's backs out here, man. I know that. But still, at the end of the day, you got to have you. Because you are going to be the one that needs you when it comes in time of need, when you're isolating and you ain't got nobody around and you ain't got nobody to call, or that phone's 1,000 pounds and you can't pick it up because whatever it is that you're going through has you in your head. Allow yourself the time to take out for yourself to be able to have a better understanding of who you are. Because maybe you might be lost and don't know who you are. Maybe you don't know your purpose yet in life. Find that, man. I challenge you today to find that purpose, man. Whatever it takes, man. Just look deep down inside yourself. Whether you got to do some meditation or you just got to look in the mirror and say, man, what is my purpose? You know? I love you guys, man, and I'm glad I've been I'm glad I started this YouTube channel, man, and I hope this shit hits off, man, and it does beautiful things and it helps save lives, man. I love you guys. I appreciate all the love and support, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. There's going to be plenty more to come, dude. And I'm talking about fire coming out of me, boy. I'm feeling it, man. It's real good. I love you guys, man. Like I always say, bro. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself, man. Beautiful things will arise, baby. I love you guys, man. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for all the love and support. Peace.